Hey everyone, it's the first ever video for my brand new channel, Health is Wealth with Chris. And look, it's been a bit of a journey. Obviously, I run Cheeky Crypto with Nick, co-founder of Cheeky Crypto. And what came with that was a lot of abuse. When you make predictions in the crypto market, good or bad, you're hit with loads of negative comments, regardless of whether it's good alpha or bad alpha. And one of the things that was said to me was I was, a fat, beep. If I put, don't want to use any profanities, but some really negative things about my weight, my looks, and so on. And look, to be honest, at the time, they were probably right. It wasn't nice to hear, but I was morbidly obese. And, I was probably somewhere in the region of 23 to 24 stone back then. And I turned that hate into something more positive, right? A lot of people could be even more depressed and take what's being said and, turn that into something really negative. But I'm not that sort of guy. And I've decided to turn it into something positive. Not only am I getting in better shape myself, but hopefully I can bring people along on this journey. So I wasn't initially thinking about creating a channel at all, right? If we actually go over to the Discord, now I set up this Discord in March this year, so 2026. And probably should have been prepared scrolling back. Now, back in like 2022 and 2023, I was roughly somewhere in the region of 23 stone. And I sit here today and I weigh, just over 14 and a quarter stone. So just under 200 pounds and just under 90 kilograms, right? For people that are not sure and don't use the stones metric for gauging weight. So look, if I just scroll all the way up, I set up this in the Cheeky Crypto Discord with no other real thoughts other than trying to keep myself accountable, right? Because it's so easy, because it's painful, right? When you weigh an awful lot, it's really challenging to keep going because the pain is bad, right? And I wanted to put this channel together and not just focus on what I have been doing. We're going to talk about that probably initially. I'm not going to do that many videos like regularly. I just don't have the bandwidth to do that. But, I am going to try my hardest to make use of having some time off over weekends to potentially make one video per week. And it might not even be weekly, right? It really is going to depend on my schedule because Cheeky Crypto is the priority, right? It always has been and it always will be. But I set this up and it's the royal we, right? Our team set this channel up for me on the 16th of March, 2026. Now, the idea of this was just to, like I say, keep myself accountable, help others keep themselves accountable. So, do join the Cheeky Crypto Discord. It is obviously primarily a crypto Discord, so you can learn about crypto. Obviously, that's the wealth aspect of this. And obviously, you've got the health aspect of things as well, right? So that's kind of the premise of this channel, really. That, and I'm gonna come on to the stuff that we're gonna do because I'm hoping that this is going to be a really cool channel where we do a lot of really cool things, and time will tell whether it works out that way. But ultimately, that's the goal. So set up this, put my first post out on the 16th, just talking about what it really was about, because obviously this is a crypto Discord. I was talking about like where I was starting. So I was just having 1 meal a day. I was having very lean mints, like 100% fat free mints, large, amount of vegetables, salt and spices, and some not some greens, some sweet potato, right, for my carbs. Now, if I scroll down, I obviously talk about my training routine, some pictures. I mean, my face is so fat in this picture, back on the 17th of March on a walk. But I do my weigh-ins every Friday, and I also do like tips and hints on, how you can improve your fitness. And obviously, this is an open forum, right? So you can talk in here. You can put whatever journey or issues or concerns or goals or milestones that you've achieved, and want to keep it really positive and support people. Come on the journey with me, right? Lose weight with me, improve your health, because you can have all the wealth in the world, right? You could invest in crypto and it does really well and you end up with millions in the bank, but you want to be able to fit in your Lambo. You want to be able to get in and out of your Lambo. You want to actually have true wealth, which is health, in my opinion, right? But if I just scroll down here, I probably should have rehearsed and put this together a little bit better. But that is kind of I guess the premise of what I'm doing here, right? It isn't just going to be one of those channels where it's really well edited. Some of the videos will be, don't get me wrong, I'll probably pay somebody to do that, but they're going to be more of the vlogging videos, and I'll come on to that in a moment. But basically, I think I was about 17 stone or so when we started this. I'm just going to scroll to the first kind of weigh-in that I can find on here. We talk about a lot of different things with gut issues and, all that sort of stuff. Because again, it all plays a really crucial part in, whether you're going to lose weight or not, right? So there's lots of things that we're going to cover off in these videos, but also in the Discord. Apologies, I'm not looking at the camera, right? I'm just trying to scroll through Discord, as you can see on the screen. Where is it? Weigh-in, there you go. So I was 16 on 20th of March. I was 16 stone 7, and my most recent weigh-in, just to give you some context, right? And I'll tell you what I've been doing. And look, it's achievable. What I've been doing is very achievable. My last weigh-in was 14 stone 21, right? So just over 90 kilograms, just under 199 pounds, right? So what did I do? You can probably see on the screen, on the Discord screen, lots of steps. So like my main focus has been to do lots of steps, right? I've been focused initially at doing 20,000 steps per day, every day, 7 days a week. And the reason why I went down this route rather than doing lots of gym work and lots of like running and like heavy cardio is I didn't want to have a lot of pain initially to start off with, right? And walking was a good way to get a lot of steps in, flush out a lot of calories, whilst also maintaining like a calorie deficit. So the idea was I wasn't going to get any injuries doing long walks, and I was going to be able to maintain it. And I think that's one of the most crucial things is if you're going to do a program, a transformation program or anything like that, you really need to pick things that you're going to be able to sustain and do long term. And walking was very, very good. I see a lot of people where I live here in Dubai doing a lot of jogging, a lot of running, and like some of these people are massively out of shape, and that's fine, right? Everybody's on their own journey, but they could just walk and they could achieve more walking than they are jogging and running. And like I've proved that just with the amount of weight that I've been losing each week. So we're going to continue down this path, but this channel that I'm setting up is going to become more of a vlog channel. It's going to become more challenges. It's going to try to make fitness fun again. And we might travel to places and do really unique things, whether that's climbing mountains, whether that's, hikes, all sorts of different things I'm going to plan to do on this channel. Even going to do videos just vlogging when I do travel, if I travel at any point, talking about, what we do in order to eat healthy on the road. So we're going to do lots of different things on this channel. I'm going to try not to have one of those boring channels where there's not a lot going on. I want to keep it real. I want to make it achievable for people. We're going to talk through goal setting and aspirations and, what if this happens? And we're going to go on the journey because I'm at 14 and a quarter stone roughly, right? I want to get down to 6-pack abs, and I want to do it in an achievable, fun way. And we've got a long way to go. I'm still going to have to lose probably 3 stone to get, 2 or 3 stone more to get to where I want to be. So you can come on that journey. It doesn't matter what stage you're at. We're going to go on the journey together. It's going to be a bit of fun. And join us in the Cheeky Crypto Discord. I've got no plans to do any other, Twitters or Discords or anything like that. You can join the Cheeky Crypto Discord, learn about crypto, learn about fitness, and all of that wonderful stuff. So the channel that I've set up, obviously no videos yet, is Health is Wealth with Chris. And look, we're going to go on a journey together. It's going to be fun. It's going to be different. And I'd love it if you would subscribe and, give this channel a bit of a boost to start off with. Come on the journey with me and, give me ideas in the Discord. If you're in the Discord and, you've got some really cool video ideas or challenges that could be done, then give me some ideas, because at the moment not a lot of thought's gone into this. It's just something that I've thought about doing. Obviously Nick's got his office channel and doing all of his tutorials and stuff. He manages to find time to do those videos. I'm going to try my hardest to find some time to do some videos on this channel as well. I hope you enjoyed this. Do subscribe, hit the like button, and look, you'll probably catch me in the Discord, and you'll probably catch me talking about crypto on YouTube with Nick. So I will catch you in the next video, whenever that might be.